I'm sure at some point in your credit repair process, you've wondered to yourself or even asked out loud, hey, how long does it take to remove this collection, this foreclosure, this charge off, this late payment? Well, today we're going over the time and probability sequence, and this is going to answer those questions. And not only is it going to answer those questions, but it's going to make it so that you can understand the process. And when you understand the process, you can appreciate it and leverage it to get your results. All right. So let's first explain this. Going down on the left column, we have account types like charge off, collection, debt buyer, late payments, inquiry, and bankruptcy. Over here, we have probability, low, high, 3 mediums, and an extremely low. And then these numbers over here, what they signify are probability of removal at that round. So for a charge off, your probability is low, and your highest probability for removal is going to be on round number 6 all the way up to round number 9. Okay. Now, in contrast, your probability to remove a third-party collection, like a medical collection, utility, so on and so forth, it's going to be really high. And your highest probability of removal is going to be at round number 1 with a 6, okay? So you understand how this works? All right, so, and again, we're also going to go over our creditors. We have a whole creditor section down here at the bottom with like portfolio recovery, credit acceptance, Santander, NFCU, USAA, and NCA. All right, so for debt buyer collection, late payments, and inquiries, they're all medium, right? And your highest probability is going to be round 6, but you have the same probability of removal at round 4 as you do for a charge off at round 6, okay? Because you have a 6 right here at round 4, okay? So they do not take as much time and they do not take as much effort, so you are going to get them off faster. That's what that means, probability of removal. How likely is it that I'm going to get X or Y removed from my credit report quickly, okay? Now, here's the most difficult, bankruptcy, extremely low probability. We don't even have a 1 at round 1. We have a 0.25 and it runs up to 3, which means that your highest probability for removal is going to be at round 9 or 12. Now, obviously, that's not what you want to hear, but I'm not here to tell you the things that you want to hear. I'm telling you what you need to hear and what you need to know because this is how it works. Anything other than this only exists on social media. You don't hear the loan officers talking about, hey, you can get everything removed in 45 to 60 days. You don't hear about anybody else talking about that stuff except for the people on social media that are just trying to get into your pocket, all right? Now, your most likely, or your I guess highest likelihood for removal is going to be a total score of at least 26 or over. So that's going to be at rounds 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now let's go down to the creditor section. All right. We have portfolio recovery, credit acceptance, Santander, NFCU, USAA, and NCA. NCA is a collection. Portfolio recovery is a debt buyer, and credit acceptance down to USAA. Those are going to be the original creditors. All right. So now, portfolio recovery is pretty medium, all right? So you have the same probability of removing portfolio recovery as you do for inquiries, late payments, and debt buyers because they are a debt buyer. That means round 6. Credit acceptance, they are super difficult. They have the same probability of removal as a bankruptcy. So around 9, 10, 11, and 12, okay? They are horrible. They're horrible. They're horrible. I personally have a hate relationship with them, all right? Because I have literally have a personal experience with them. Okay, so Santander, NFCU, and USAA, they all have high difficulty, but we're only going to talk about Santander and NFCU, and then we'll go to USAA. So they have high difficulty, with the highest being round 6, and then USAA actually starts at a 0.5, so your highest probability is going to be around 7 through 9. Now, NCA is a collector, medium difficulty, so we are looking at the same type of probability as, let's go to late payments. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So about round 4, 5, or 6, okay? Now, I think I might have done something wrong here. Let's go look at portfolio recovery. Okay, so I need to retract my statement. Portfolio recovery has sort of, or just a little bit less than difficulty as a charge off. All right. So I apologize. It's not really medium. It's medium high. Okay. Now NCA, We have medium. Your highest probability is going to be rounds 4 through 6. All right, so that is how this works. That is going to explain how long it takes to actually get these things removed from all three bureaus on your credit report so that you can get the highest credit score possible and move on with your life. Get your mortgage, you open a new business, put your kids in the right school, all that kind of stuff. All right, because that is how this works. That is what we're going for. And we're not going for these stupid $200 credit cards. We want to get the things that they can't take from us unless we stop paying, like a house or the boat, the car, all that kind of stuff. All right. So stop going for these small little things that are going to get you nowhere, or at least triple or even, quadruple the amount of time that it takes you to get there. All right. So if you want to continue your do-it-yourself journey, I have a brand new Google Sheets tool called Live Letter. It's an automation app. Right now until this evening, you got 15 hours left as of this recording to save $20 on it, but it's a one-time payment. It's totally customizable, and it takes me 10 seconds to create a dispute letter, which means that the other 13 minutes and 50 seconds I would otherwise waste inside of another app or manual dispute is spent on things I care about, such as my children, okay? So if you want to automate, if you want to get your time back, if you want to make more money without having to get more clients, then head over to liveletter.ask kristen.com and check this out. It's my flagship product. All right. I hope you have a great day. If you need me, schedule a call with me to see if I can do your credit sweep for you. If this is just not for you, meaning you continuing to do this yourself, and I will see if I can help. Go to my740.com, schedule a call, and we'll find out if it's a good fit. Otherwise, check out the app, replay this video so that you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to save this as a PDF so that you can go and access this yourself and go over it at your own convenience. All right. So have a great day. Be successful. Have a great weekend coming up, and drop me a comment. Let me know if you have questions about this. I will be catching up on my comments. And otherwise, like this video, smash the subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will see you later.